Ring ding 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 ding. Guess what? Guess what? You remember Andrew Tate? You remember that nigga Andrew Tate? Yes. You know? Oh, what color's your Bugatti? What color's your Bugatti? Oh, haram. Haram. You know that guy? Yeah. Apparently he got in trouble again. Who would have guessed it? Who would have guessed it? It's almost as if if your entire business, the entire way you make money is immoral, you're gonna lead into being in the illegal, right? Because this nigga, I don't remember how many charges, but one charge is too many for sex trafficking. One charge is too many for sex trafficking. One charge is too many for sorry, grape. My bad. My bad. I'm not getting monetized anyways. One charge is too much for child trafficking. But this motherfucker got like 32 of them. And then his brother had like 11 charges for the same person. Like, damn. Talk about a repeat offender, am I right? But yeah, this video over on the stream, we were watching a video talking about what's happened, like the entire story. Not his entire story. Like, we don't need to know about his childhood. I've seen enough of that back in 2021. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Gonna get into it, and hopefully you guys enjoy. Okay, I'm gonna just show y'all. Are you gonna start a react channel? Start? I don't know about start. I don't know about start one. Like making another channel on top of what I already have. Nah, I'm just slinging the stuff to the wall. Yo, this is a crazy thumbnail. Look at this. Look at this crazy ass thumbnail right here. Remember, Andrew Tate, his life is over now. I live in Miami, so this is relevant to me.
Andrew Tate had 11.6 billion TikTok views, more Google searches for his name than Donald Trump or Kim Kardashian, as well as an online business pulling in millions of views. But now, his name is never heard online, with people even saying they forgot he even existed.
Bro, I'm being so deadass. I forgot about him. Or not really forgot about him. He basically just became like the boogeyman or something you would mention, like not to be, or like you'd use him as an example of something, but you never would really talk about him. Bro looks different now, full hair and beard. That prison done some shit to him. I mean, when he got arrested recently, he looked the same. See, like your reference point of him is probably when he looked like that, but that's like a while ago now, bro.
With 4 world championship titles under his belt. But it wasn't until 2016 that he gained widespread attention by appearing on the British reality television series Big Brother.
I've never watched a single episode of Big Brother.
Personality is exactly the kind of character producers look for.
I'm Andrew Tate.
Look at his hair.
Old, and I'm a 4 times kickboxing world champion.
Like, bro never had a good tape line. It's crazy coming from me. Big fired Jamaican man.
I see myself as smarter than average. I was a chess champion from a very young age, from the age of 3. My biggest tool is that I'm not afraid of anything.
However, his first attempt at gaining mainstream fame was short-lived.
His face, I'm sorry, his face looks kind of ugh back then too. It's where it's basically the Osbournes, but with strangers and stupidity. What the fuck is the Osbournes? Bro, remember, you're like 30.
Of him hitting a woman with a belt surfaced. However, he later posed with the girl on social media while smiling and holding a belt after he paid for her to fly from Ukraine. In 2021, he launched Hustlers University, an online business education.
Bro, story time. Really quick story time. You want me to order something? Okay. Imagine moving to Romania, but you're not stealing wallets or sucking blood. What the fuck? What are you talking about? They're not. What are you calling them, vampires over there? Like, bro. The freaking this thing right here, Hustlers University. I remember back when he launched it, it sounded interesting, but everything Romanians are thieves and vampires. Okay, I'll take your word for it. I don't live in Europe, so I'm not touching that with Transylvania's in Romania. I know. I'm not touching that with the 10-foot wooden stake. How about that? So yeah, back when Hustlers University was making its rounds and it was getting really big, if you actually paid for that shit, you're stupid, because everything that's in those courses, if you actually cared to learn about that stuff, you could just search it up and learn it for yourself. Like, everything there, it was basically like a glorified Google Doc. But my fucking manager back when I worked at Puttery told me that he paid for the course and that he was taking the course while working 2 bar manager jobs. I'm just thinking, like, you're already working 2 jobs and then you're gonna pay for Hustlers University. Honestly, I don't I mean, he got money. He knows what he's doing, I guess, now. But the fact that he actually paid for that shit, I was just like, okay, that's crazy.
Community that, for $49.99 a month, users have access to the Discord and to video lessons purportedly teaching money-making methods like investing in cryptocurrency and copywriting. And that was when Andrew Tate's fame started to explode through his Hustlers University affiliate program, which enabled Tate's followers to earn commissions for signing up new
You see, that's how they get you. You get new people, you get paid, and boom. See, one person has the product, gives it to another person, right? And then another person, and then those two people beneath them get like 2 or 3 poor people, and you just see it slowly become a pyramid. We love that.
Them to post videos of him to get as many referrals as possible. And to get the most views and engagement as possible, they posted the most controversial clips where Andrew said things like the following.
Life for a man is harder than life for a woman. We need to have a lot of shit to be an important man. To be a woman, you need makeup. If you're the kind of person who feels like they need therapy, you're useless. Because in the harshest...
That's why everyone was posting that shit. Every single channel or account that was posting the Andrew Tate shit, they were part of Hustlers University trying to get affiliation or affiliate money from getting more people to sign up for it.
Realities of this cold world. There are people in Syria whose entire families have been blown to...
I mean, it worked. I bet he got a big bag and just walked away with it. But now he's going to jail
As
again.
a result, it led to thousands of videos of Tate being posted on social media, generating thousands of referrals and propelling Tate to viral fame. And by August
I only watch Andrew Tate for memes. Funny thing is, living in Miami, I've actually seen Bottom G at my job before. Like, he walked through one time and I was just like, is that Andrew Tate? He's like, oh no, that's the guy that impersonates him. I was like, oh, what the fuck? This is so weird.
Them had been watched more than 11.6 billion times. While in July of that year, there were more Google searches for his name than Donald Trump or Kim Kardashian. In less than 3 months, the strategy had earned him a huge following online and potentially made him millions, with 127,000 members paying the $49.99 a month to join Hustlers University's community. But his viral fame also came with a cost, because the same
he would blow up
content that
today.
were
LARPing is a
famous
trend.
were also making him impossible to ignore. For the
He's
repost
already
the
famous, so he doesn't
controversial
need to
tweet
blow up.
claiming depression isn't real, saying there are very few fat lonely men aged 60 with no money or family or hobbies who aren't depressed. This is not a clinical disease. It is a
That statement in 2017, that's because the guys who were 60 grew up in a time that was better. I'm pretty sure the people from our generation, when they reach 60, might skewed what he said by a lot.
circumstance which they must change. Most, quote, depressed people are unhappy with their lives, too lazy to change it. That's simple. So people defend depression, they get angry when I say this, because they need this BS to justify their own failures. And of course, people were outraged with comments saying, this is possibly the worst, most ill-advised, poorly educated, and ignorant thread I have ever seen. However, Andrew wasn't done making himself the center of attention yet, because just 1 month later, he went one step further by claiming that women should bear some responsibility if they are sexually harassed, saying if you put yourself
That's a weird
in a position to be harassed, you must
it's
bear
not my
some
first time hearing
responsibility.
these,
I'm
but
not
it's
saying
like
it's
hearing it
okay you got
again
harassed.
in
If you go
2026 is just like, they can bear responsibility for being in the setting, but that's like saying if I go to the mall and there's a shooting and I get shot, I should have had it in mind that it would happen. I should bear some responsibility. Like, I don't control the actions of the people around me, but I understand that the environment, but like people don't go out with that in mind that that's gonna happen to them because they don't live in a society where that's a common thing for it to be happening. So when it does happen, it's a bad thing. Like, what the hell? You're responsible for getting shot. Shut the fuck up, Cola.
out, meet a guy, take his drinks all night, go to his apartment drunk, start to kiss him, then he grabs your tits, not harassment. And by the time he was one of the world's biggest social media stars, organizations started acting against him, saying his violently misogynistic, racist, and homophobic content posed a genuine threat to young people. As a result, a UK anti-extremism group called Hope Not Hate launched a petition calling on tech platforms to remove Andrew Tate's content. Then, in August 2022, social media sites started removing
And you see, that's the thing. It's how you say things. If you say things in a very aggressive and bad mannered way, there's no proper way to take it. Like the people who can see the content of what you're saying can be like, okay, you know what you're saying makes some sense. But like if you're saying it in a way to insult them, they're not gonna listen to you.
His accounts,
Which
but
is what he was
Facebook,
doing. He just
Instagram,
wanted to
YouTube,
be
and
heard,
TikTok
but
cited
not listened
violations of
to,
their
or
policies.
he wanted to be seen, not heard. That's what I meant. Cause like we see your shit, it's blowing up, it's going everywhere, but nobody's actually listened to the message because it just seems hateful.
Even Stripe, the payment platform the Hustlers University used, pulled out of processing digital payments for the academy. While Stripe did not comment directly on why it stopped working with HU, it stated its
Oh yeah,
policies bar
it was a
certain
get rich
activities
quick
such as
scheme.
get-rich-quick schemes. Now,
Yeah, the Hustlers University was basically a pyramid scheme, so yeah, that makes sense.
nevertheless, Andrew Tate didn't give up after his bans. He came
What
back
color
later
is your
and
Bugatti?
relaunched Hustlers University in November 2022,
It's gray.
renaming it from its old name to The Real World. And unlike Hustlers University, which had been running on Discord, The Real World has a self-reliant infrastructure, which, according to Andrew Tate, has its own bank, its own payment processing, and its own web server.
I'm pretty sure this nigga
means
just had like a Amazon Web Services and what else? Amazon Web Services, probably a Square Reader, some shit like that. Like you didn't make the coding and shit for yourself.
Andrew will not be
It's
counting
definitely
on
like
mainstream tech platforms, which have
widgets
attacked his
into your website,
operations
bro.
like the last time. Andrew Tate's War Room is teaching young men how to traffic women into sex work. The Real World is a MLM scheme luring in children, which they use to find potential war room
He only got
victims.
rich for
And it
betting on
seemed
his
like a lot of
matches.
people also shared that same point of view, because in
Yeah,
September
he bet on your
2023,
matches
Google
and
removed Andrew
his
Tate's
gospel is
online
shit.
learning platform from Google Play after campaigners complained that the influencer's Real World app
Like
is a
his gospel, I wouldn't say it's entirely shit, but when you're like, if you're doing the same thing that the opposing ideology is doing to a T, you're not any better. If you have to get your message across by dehumanizing 50% of the population, no, don't do that, because it's not true. It's not true. But when you do that, you get more following, because when you push your ideas to the extremes, people listen to you more. But you can also formulate it in a more packageable way that doesn't make you seem like a retard or an asshole. But when you do it like that, you don't get seen as much.
really channels them towards misogynistic ideology. On the same note, a similar action was also taken by Apple, but while he was dealing with his online educational business, something was happening in Romania that was about to make all of this look pale in comparison. Because on December 29th, 2022, Andrew Tate and his brother were arrested in Romania in connection with a human.
Now that I'm hearing the timeline, like, yo, literally everything that was like, he started popping off in 2021, 2022, he went to jail. It's like, it wasn't even that popular for that long, but thinking about it in retrospect, they weren't popular for that long. But because of the time we were in and we were just got nothing else going on, it felt like a fucking eternity. Because if you told me the Andrew Tate saga lasted for 5 years, I'd believe you, because that's how long it fucking felt. But only 1 year.
Investigation. According to the news outlet, the two brothers were under investigation for forming an organized criminal group responsible for
He's responsible for Sneeko.
women.
No, Sneeko was around before. I feel like at that time, Sneeko would have still went down his path, but it probably wouldn't be to the extremes or as fast. But I think it still would have happened.
Exploiting them by making them the subjects of porn videos intended to be sold via websites like OnlyFans. Following the arrest, Andrew Tate lost $4 million in assets after Romanian authorities seized luxury watches and vehicles, including his Rolls-Royce and a Lamborghini.
Damn.
After spending 3 months in police detention in Bucharest,
Yeah, I
the Tate
remember
brothers
this
won
happened.
an appeal on March 31 to be moved to house arrest. Until
And then
August
they immediately
2023,
left.
when Andrew Tate was released from house arrest by Bucharest court, meaning he could leave the house but not Bucharest and the surrounding county. But of course, Andrew couldn't let all of that slide easily, as he immediately sued his accusers, seeking at least $5 million in the lawsuit, which was filed in Palm Beach County against a woman, her parents, and another woman who lived at the Tate's Bucharest estate, and a male friend of the woman.
I swear, Florida just Of course, Florida, Palm Beach County. Of course
The
we're
brothers said the
involved in
five
this shit.
conspired to falsely accuse them of human trafficking and rape, costing them their freedom and millions of dollars in income from their lucrative social media, podcast, and business ventures. However, while the judge said the defamation lawsuit can move forward, he threw out Tate's allegations against her parents and some allegations against the women who sued him. And
Not
for
gonna lie,
now,
Romanian
there isn't
chicks are
any final
baddies.
result of the lawsuit yet. But the Romanian police weren't done with him yet, because in August 2024, Andrew Tate's home was raided again amid new claims of trafficking minors. As the police said,
"Oh, we're gonna arrest you for human trafficking." No, that's a lie. Okay. "We're gonna arrest you for child trafficking." Nigga. Nigga. Why you keep getting accused for the similar shit, bro? It's almost as if you're doing it, bro.
the latest raids were looking into allegations of human trafficking minors, sexual intercourse with a minor, money laundering, and trying to influence witnesses. And again, the prosecutors asked the judge to remand the brothers in custody for 30 days while they continued a new investigation involving a total of 35 alleged victims, including a woman who was 15 at the time. But Andrew Tate denied
15?
denouncing the case against him as a stitch-up and lies. This is a setup. It is absolutely disgusting. 30 of those girls say we have done nothing wrong. 2 are the mothers of our children. 2 have never ever been here to Romania, he said. But then, on December 19th, 2024, the Romanian court sent Andrew Tate's human trafficking case back to prosecutors, for the reason being that several pieces of evidence.
Oh, you see? This is where the laws are different from America and other places. If I'm not mistaken, double jeopardy, which I believe is, oh my god, which amendment is that? Is that Amendment 4? Because I know Amendment 4 is unreasonable search and seizures. I forgot which amendment it was, but there's a double jeopardy one. Might be Amendment 6. I know Amendment 5 is to plead the fifth, you know, you don't have to say something to incriminate yourself. In America, they wouldn't, like, once your case is closed, they can't reopen it and they can't charge you for the same exact crime, but they can reopen that case to charge you for a different crime, or maybe the crime even worse than the one they originally charged you for, but they can't charge you for the same exact crime. But if you did the same exact crime again, they're gonna charge you. That's what people don't understand with double jeopardy. They think, oh, you can't arrest me for the same crime. Bitch, you did the same crime, you just did it at a different time.
Including initial statements from 2 main alleged victims, and witness testimonies were inadmissible. Then, on April 6, 2026, Andrew Tate had restrictions lifted by Romanian police, and as of May 2026, there has been no conviction, with no trial having officially begun, since the case remains under investigation.
I'm thinking, to give a more clear example. So, if you get a murder charge for one person, it's not double jeopardy if they charge you for another murder charge because they cleared you of the first one, but you murdered another person. But like the O.J. Simpson case, O.J. will never be charged for whatever he did because they already said he didn't do it. So they can't just reopen and be like, oh, actually we found, no, they can't do that. They already said, unless they found proof of him doing something else, which is a different story.
But Romania wasn't the only country that wanted a piece of Andrew Tate, because while the Romanian case was moving through the motions, 3 other countries had already started building their own. It started in March 2024, when UK police in Bedfordshire secured a European arrest warrant against Andrew and Tristan Tate, based on allegations of sexual aggression from 2012 to 2015. Naturally, the 2 brothers rejected all accusations, saying,
"We are innocent men. No, we're very innocent men, and in time, everybody's going to see that, and we're very excited to finish this judicial process and clear our
What does
Later
Tristan
that
look like
year,
he's about to start crying,
4
bro?
British women sued Andrew
He
Tate
looks like a
over
little
rape
baby,
and
bro.
abuse claims, which are separate from the charges in Romania, centered on abuse that allegedly took place between 2013 and 2016, before he rose to prominence on social media. Then, on March 27, 2025, a model and former girlfriend named Brianna Stern, who says she dated Andrew Tate for 10 months, alleged in a lawsuit that Andrew threatened and abused her during a violent sexual encounter. 3 weeks after that, on May 28, 2025, UK prosecutors authorized 21 charges against the Tate brothers, with Andrew facing 10 charges connected to 3 alleged victims,
What?
including rape, actual bodily harm, human trafficking, and controlling prostitution for gain. Tristan, on the other hand, faces 11 charges connected to one alleged victim, including rape, actual bodily
Whoa.
harm,
11 charges for what? How do you face 11 charges for one person? Lock these niggas up.
human
Lock
trafficking.
these
At
niggas
this point,
up.
Tate was staring down at active legal exposure in Romania, the UK, and the United States simultaneously, and his response was to go on offense, because the brothers filed lawsuits against Meta and TikTok for over $50 million for deplatforming him. The lawsuits claimed the removal of the brothers' social media accounts was the culmination of a coordinated campaign to suppress, silence, and destroy the reputations and livelihoods of two controversial but law-abiding men.
That law-abiding part. See, you can't sue them for that and then add the part that you guys are law-abiding, because you're not law-abiding, sir. Sorry, I literally got the stream deck in my hand, just fucking so fun. Anyways,
However, on April 29, 2026, Meta convinced a federal court to quash that lawsuit. While the legal cases were stacking up, Tate tried to remind everyone who he was in the place where his identity had always been bulletproof: the ring. In late 2025, it was announced that he would return to competitive fighting.
the fight
as a
before
part of
Christmas.
Misfits
All right,
Boxing,
bro.
competing for the heavyweight championship against a fighter named Chase Demore. And as someone who was a 4-time world champion, he expected Chase to be an easy
Let's see,
opponent.
does this work?
Product of the new generation. He's got a big mouth. You know, he likes to show off, likes to get clicks. It's exactly what I thought he'd do. I think he's nervous, and I think he's trying to convince himself that he's going to win. So he's just saying more and more outlandish things, because every time he says something, it doesn't work, so he just tries to up the tempo. That's all it is.
However, it was a much different reality.
A shot like that, absolutely not.
Wait, he didn't even hit you. Go back. Go back.
It was a much different reality.
A shot like that.
See, look. Oh, it did. Ooh, it tapped his chin. I didn't even notice it. Yeah, ooh.
And he wasn't able to get up.
Wait, hold on.
Too much weight. Beautiful shot by Chase around.
And look at him, he's hugging him. Ah, get off me, nigga.
And after 6 rounds, Chase won via majority decision. And for
I remember when this round was going on. That nigga's from fucking Love Island, by the way. Fucking, you got beat up by a nigga from Love Island. Oh, you can't come back from that, my nigga.
Andrew, he already got his excuses ready.
40 years old, 10 years retired, a little bit of time in a Romanian dungeon. It was always going to be a big ask against someone so much bigger than me, younger than me, more active than me, but I wanted a real challenge. I didn't want to fight a tin can. I didn't want to fight someone older than me or smaller than me.
Right. Uh-huh.
You know, I felt like I won the first 2 rounds.
Mm.
But then because he's 20 kilo heavier, he started leaning on me and sapped some energy. I
Right.
didn't quit. Never give up. Never retreat. Never surrender. Fight to the end. Go out on your shield. So I have no excuses. Training camp went fantastic. Time is the fire in which we all burn.
But it appeared that the public's opinion was the opposite, with people commenting, biggest oral loss in modern history, and Andrew, I have no excuses but I'm older, lighter, been in jail, and not fought for 10 years. But the loss itself wasn't even the worst part of it, because once the fight was over, people started digging into his actual competitive record. An MMA analyst named Napoleon broke down the full history of Andrew Tate's kickboxing career with a video titled Paul and Tate's Bogus Journey, and another YouTuber, Louis Extras, summed up the video perfectly, saying the following.
Half of Tate's fights he supposedly won have no evidence to have ever happened. Over 2/3 of the fights that could be verified to have happened are with opponents with no records of ever fighting anyone besides Tate. 3 of his world title wins were against opponents with no records aside from their fights with Tate. The 4th world title he won was from competing against a man with a losing record. None of the titles he won are of very high caliber, and he only ever faced 6 fighters with winning records and lost to 2 of them.
As a result, people were surprised to learn the truth, with some commenting, "Love learning that a grown man's world title is less legit than my kid's wrestling state championship." The only winning record Tate ever had was his trafficked women versus time served ratio. But while this loss was bad, it was
That's
pale in
crazy.
comparison
That's
to
crazy. His his ratio versus yo, yo. This nigga's only record is his arrest record.
what happened in Miami. In January 2026, Miami local news reported on Clavicular the Tate brothers, Nick Fuentes, Sneeko, and Myron for playing Ye's banned song. 2 club employees were fired for playing the song, and almost every club in Miami have now banned them. And that didn't sit
Clavicular is just on. I don't even. Why? This video is about fucking Andrew Tate. How the fuck did Clavicular and Sneeko get in here? Okay, I understand Sneeko, but Clavicular, what the fuck does this nigga gotta do with this? Of course he has to get himself to get involved. Like, come on, nigga.
well with the mayor of Miami at all.
Heil Hitler and Adolf Hitler. I cannot believe we're even seeing this and witnessing Miami.
Yeah, yo, y'all who don't live down here in Miami don't know this, but like, there's a huge Jewish community down here, like very big. Like you, especially Miami Beach. Drive around on Saturday. You're gonna see them walking around because I forgot what the day is called. It's not the Sabbath, but whatever it's called, the day where that one day a week where they don't use technology at all, you would see them walking everywhere. Like, I'm not even joking. They're fucking everywhere walking around in Miami Beach. So the fact that they were singing that song at a club on Miami Beach, like, y'all get the fuck out of here. Y'all can't be doing that shit down here. Try that shit up in New York. Don't try that shit down here.
As well as other leader figures of the city.
Animals.
This is obviously not welcome in Miami Beach. It should not be welcome anywhere in the world.
And by the way, I spoke to other club operators. They are not welcome in their club. How they got into this club, open arms.
However, Andrew Tate's response
What happened? A documentary about what happened to Andrew Tate.
was the last thing his audience expected. First, he deflected completely.
I don't want to be blaming other people, etc. A whole bunch of songs were played that night, none of which I requested.
So you didn't request the Kanye West song. I can't even say it. I can't say it. I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to do it. But you know the N-word, Heil, H-word, that song.
None. I walk into a nightclub and songs are played. Unfortunately, if anything happens anywhere near me, it gets tied to my name. I didn't ask them to play it. I didn't dance. I didn't sing. In fact, the only time you see me on there is me storming out of the bus, saying this is ridiculous and leaving.
Is that really what happened, though? Like, he could be telling the truth, but it's like, nigga, you are a public figure. You need to be more careful. But it doesn't matter because you fucking traffic kids. You should be in fucking jail. Allegedly.
It was played because of this. It was played because it gets traction in a world where everybody is bored of everything all of the time. And that's why these young people are encouraged constantly to try and do the most shocking thing possible.
Then he flipped on someone else.
I don't think they even put the song on. I can't. I have to guess. I think Sneeko may have put the song on, who I'd met many times before.
Before eventually explaining the real reason behind the incident.
Honestly, I think they're just kids. It gets a reaction. They think they're funny. They're on the internet. They need a reaction. They want likes, and they did fucking dumb shit. That's what I think it is. I think they're just literally.
But Sneeko
yes. Because they're retarded kids, they decided to play the music. Okay, buddy.
didn't agree with that, as he pointed out in another live stream.
You were laughing at it too. You've played the song. I was in Spain with Ye when you posted a video of you listening to the song in your Bugatti.
As well as showing the clip where Andrew played the song himself.
They're clipping you playing? Look! What do you mean? That's why I thought the song would be fine. I've seen this video. I'm not still doing this to snitch. I saw this in Spain with Ye. I'm uncomfortable. I don't fight it.
Oh my god.
Like, why? I wouldn't try to backstab you. I wouldn't play a song that would make you upset.
After that, Sneeko then declared that Andrew was
Yo. Yo, if Cotton 4K was a person. Jesus Christ. Nigga literally played that shit on blast in his Bugatti. Tate played Forza Horizon 6 IRL. Nigga, he's about to be playing Shawshank Redemption in a couple weeks.
no longer the top G.
This is a meme where a white guy was on the plane and started saying the hard R. He's like, oh, look, I'm the edgy guy who says a racial slur. Actually, no, you're not. You folded when it came to anti-Semitism. Don't try to be here and talk, I'm the base guy. I'll say the words you don't want me to say. What the fuck is your lawyer talking about then? And what are you talking about on the PBD podcast? Saying it's retarded and that you're horrified and you wouldn't listen to that song.
Neighbor.
You don't get to wear that crown. That crown here, this Burger King crown, is for the top G. Take it off.
All right. Okay, that shit kind of made me cringe.
It's my crown.
Shut
It's
the
my crown.
yo.
Stole that shit.
And it seemed that a lot of people also agreed with him, saying Tate's always been a coward, and Tate is owned and broke under pressure. But it wasn't just the Miami incident, because around the same time, an old clip resurfaced of Tate explaining why he doesn't read books.
Reading books is a very cheap way to, I guess, entertain. I wouldn't call it entertainment because my brain is far too advanced. I'm too smart to read. I'm not gonna sit there and go, smart people read. No, I need action. I need constant chaos in my life to feel content. I need to be driving a supercar and fucking fighting, fucking a bunch of hoes and champagne and going crazy. I can't.
So you got to be a degenerate. You're so intelligent that you have to be a degenerate. You can't just slow down and read a book. You can't watch a movie. No, you got to be drinking, popping bottles, fucking bitches.
Just sit there,
Okay,
"Oh,
buddy.
Oh, and the pirate on the boat. It's for people with slow brains.
And after facing a lot of backlash from the internet, Andrew Tate responded by
Nigga, just say you don't know how to read.
saying the following.
There's obviously some fucking broke dude who reads books, who's really upset by the fact that I have a $110 million car collection and $400 million of property around the world. I'm one of the most well-known, relevant people. I'm one of the most famous people on the fucking planet. I get asked to do podcasts about every subject, about pussy and bitches, geopolitics, money, you name it. There's not a fucking subject on earth that every single podcaster that these losers watch doesn't beg me, Andrew Tate, please will you come on my show? Please with your opinions. How do I get all these amazing opinions without reading books?
And that reaction was telling.
See, I can kind of see where he's coming from. Where it's like, you don't necessarily need to read books to get experience and know stuff. But for those people who can't go out and make those experiences, they learn from reading books, dickhead. Like, are you retarded? The whole point of school is to learn about things that you haven't experienced. Yo, this nigga's pissing me off.
Because someone who genuinely didn't care about what people thought wouldn't need to do what he did next. In early April 2026, he launched a newsletter on Substack, which is a platform that enables writers to earn subscription fees directly from their newsletter audiences. And by April 14th, he hit 1.1 million
What was that?
subscribers and landed at number 2. An
Delicious.
organization called the Justice for
Thank you. She hasn't responded, so I don't know.
Oh, that's fine. Though. I don't have to watch it.
No, but I feel bad because you've been talking about you wanting to watch it, so I feel like, since
I'd-
I'm already going.
I'd never once mentioned wanting to watch the Minions movie. I don't have to watch
Are you
it.
sure? But I feel bad.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Are you sure?
If y'all were watching Spider-Man, I'd probably punch you in
You
the
think
face.
I will be watching Spider-Man?
You're not
I
watching
have
it?
never walked to a fucking movie theater and watched a Marvel movie. Let me just say that right now.
Wait, hold on. So you're not watching Spider-Man?
No. Well, with you, yes.
No, I'll watch it by myself. It's
No,
fine.
we're
It's
gonna watch it
fine.
with me.
It comes out July 31st.
Oh yeah, we're definitely watching it. Let's do it next.
Yeah. But yeah, you're watching the Minions. I'm fine. I'll probably just stay home and watch the back rooms.
Don't do that to me. Don't do that to me.
She's gonna be so mad. Be like, babe, this happened in the back rooms.
You know what, baby?
Oh my
Because
god.
guess what? I'm just gonna watch it on Friday since they're going at 2.
Okay. Isn't Friday? Oh, I was about to say, isn't Friday tomorrow? Yeah.
I'm gonna make mashed potatoes and gravy with. I've been picking at my face.
Oh, I was gonna say, is this swollen right here?
What, here?
Yeah.
Keyshawn, we've been together for a year and 15 days, and you have yet noticed my abnormally large forehead. It's
No.
always looked like that. Stop.
No, it actually looks
It's not swollen.
okay.
Stop calling it out. You know, go back to your fucking YouTube.
No.
No, my ass. I should throw these potatoes at you.
It's probably because I haven't seen you put your hair like that in a while. With the bangs and
Keyshawn,
shit.
you've seen me with a bun and everything else.
Yeah, but when you have the bun, it's all back, so I see your full
Yeah, and you still see my big ass forehead right here. You know what? Where's your chat? Chat, please report his fucking YouTube account since he wants me to talk about my big ass forehead. He's so cute.
She's so bipolar. Yeah.
I couldn't tell your eyes are glossy. I'm not gonna buy. Ooh. What just happened?
Nothing. It's just the JavaScript. Really like did
Well,
that.
I hope you get more views. That's all I'm gonna say.
Do I need to take this thing off the chair? Because you keep hitting it.
No, it's okay.
Probably tape it closer or something to here. Strap it here.
I love Kanye West. That's why you have the same sign.
She loves Kanye West.
Me and him are the same sign.
Do you like his song, Nigga?
Niggas in Paris?
No.
Oh, then I don't know what you're talking about.
She's never heard the song. That's crazy. We're not playing it because that shit got pulled off. That shit got pulled off of Spotify so fast.
Prosperity Foundation decided to actually look at those 1.1 million accounts in an article titled "Andrew Tate is engineering his comeback: a warning for all of us."
Huh?
Want some carrot cake?
Sure. Make me bigger. Bigger.
Tastes so good.
They ran an audit through a sample of 951 subscribers and found that 75% of the sampled accounts had no bio, no publications, or visible activity elsewhere on Substack. And
So he
their
had a
only
bunch of
observable
bots on his
function is
Substack?
to subscribe to Tate's newsletters. Then, 10 days after Tate announced
What?
his milestone, his follower count dropped from 1.1 million
Oh.
to 980,000
Ballsack.
on April 24th, which led to a conclusion
Somebody
that
fiending.
Tate imported a
Shake my head.
pre-existing email list, most likely harvested from one of his own platforms without the consent of the people on it. And the broader numbers made that even clearer, as YouGov, a global research data and analytics group, tracked public opinion on Tate across both the US
They
and
can
UK
see it.
in 2026. In the UK, 79% of adults had heard of him, which sounds
Baggy
like a
ass
reach
clothes.
until you see
So
the
what, are
next
they not
number,
locked up?
because 63% of UK
these
adults
predators,
actively
child-looking
disliked
people
him,
not locked up?
and only
Well, they got sent
11%
back
had
to
a
the
positive
UK.
view. In the
These people
US,
get
the gap
lynched
was
all over.
smaller, but still
Oh
telling,
my God.
as 35% disliked him, while only 12% liked him. What's even more telling is his social media activities. On April 14th, 2025, a research firm called Open Measures tracked his output across platforms over a 2-year period. On Getter, a social media platform built on the foundation of freedom of opinion and expression, he went from around 77 posts a month in 2023 to 18 posts a month by early 2025, which is
Damn.
a 77% drop. On Truth Social, he went from around 58
I've never used Truth Social a day in my life. Like, is that just like fucking conservative Twitter? Like, you just go on there to see a bunch of niggas arguing about shit. instead of just fucking like furry art that you find on Twitter.
Posts a month in 2023 to 17 posts a month by early 2025, which is down 44%. And on X, the only mainstream platform to ever let him back, Open Measure found that in the 3-week period of our investigation in March and April 2025, Tate lost over 100,000 followers. If you enjoyed this video,
Damn, he lost
you'll probably enjoy
100,000
these messages as
followers on
well.
Twitter? Oh my god, his life is over. Huh?
That's world breaking.
Yeah, like, oh my god, Andrew Tate lost followers. Oh no. How could he? Like, nobody gives a shit.